Good half, team.
Great half.
Let's go. Danny, hey, you going crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Danny going crazy right now.
Danny.
Yeah.
It's the team vibe. The team vibe is good.
Oh, I see you, Danny.
Let's go, Chris.
No way.
Oh, tremendous.
The snatch block.
Where the foul at?
Way to help on
Post
that
defense
corner.
is incredible.
Yeah, good pass.
Play ball.
To the wing.
Yeah.
For three.
We get it back. Oh, thank you.
I'll switch you.
Yeah, I'll
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Robinson is out there with Bridges. Then it's Ball. Then there's Howard. And it's Smith in at shooting guard. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. The Beast out there with Pippen. And it's Porzingis in at the center. Well, RJ, this is exactly how you want to end the season, right? Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
It's amazing how after an entire season of games, your seeding can be determined tonight. Shows you how close things are in the NBA at any given moment.
And it's the Celtics to start out. Brown feeling it out a bit. The Beast passes to Pippen. Here's the Beast, covered by Smith. The Beast. Robinson pulls it in. Bridges outside. Going inside, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
Howard against Brown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Ball with the bucket.
A sweet pull-up game from LaMelo. The young man has so much confidence in his ability.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Charlotte. Smith taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Porzingis. The Hornets pull it in. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Here's Smith.
The length on Tatum is just so tough to contend with.
Off on the layup. Here's Brown. Bridges with the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Offensive rebound. Here's Robinson. That shot off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. We're going to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Smith. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. Just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Brown following the bucket by the Hornets. And they pick up 2.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Out to the wing. Howard wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Now, here's Brown. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
He was a menace on defense as well, managing 3 steals.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Here's the Beast. Goes up and leaves it nice and easy. The Beast's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the paint. And it's slammed in by Howard.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Tatum. Basket counts.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Hornets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was all game.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Porzingis. Josh Hart comes in for Jaylen Brown. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Beast. And it's Pritchard in for Pippen. Here's Simpson. Averages about 5 points a game. Outside Jackson. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Hart.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Shoot 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Second free throw, no good.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Here's Simpson. A putback. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And it's Hart penetrating. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Simpson. And there's the drive. That one goes. Count it.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
For Boston, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Charlotte trailing. Here's Jerome. He has yet to score. Here's Simpson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And the first one drops. Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. Hornets trail by 6. Hart is out there with Wembanyama. And it's the Beast. Then it's Pippen. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Another shot. Nifty move. And it's Smith missing. Boston shooting a scorching 68% in the game. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Dallas played phenomenal. He finished with 30 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. And his play is what allowed them to finally bust free. Snapping a losing streak like that is huge for a team's confidence. Kevin, it'll be interesting to see if he can help them get another W tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And so it's Boston with it after the basket by Charlotte. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Jerome, defended by Pippen. Robinson passes to Bridges. Back to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down home.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's the Beast following the bucket by the Hornets. On the wing, Brown. 6 to shoot. The Beast. And the 3 off target. Hornets trail by 6. In the corner, Smith with it. A 3 ball. Rebounded by Hart.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Pass to the Beast. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Pass to Salon. The deep 3 from Smith. Hits the 3-point bomb. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Salon. Hornets trail by 7. Outside Robinson. Pass to Salon. Charlotte moving it around. Pippen against Smith. The pass to Jerome. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And it's Smith missing.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Shots good by the Beast.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Here's Jerome. Still scoreless. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Hart. And it's Brown missing. Pass to Salon. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Zinkas is checked in for Wembanyama. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Beast. And it's Pritchard in for Pippen. Here's Pritchard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He kicks to Tatum from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. So long, no good. Celtics leading by 7. Porzingis trying to get free. Tatum, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Simpson.
2 minutes.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Hey, hard to decide which is better, the pass.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Charlotte as they end the...
The Hornets, 44.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for the Hornets, Howard is out there with Bridges. Then it's Robinson, and it's Smith, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. They get it back. Here's Robinson. Nice D from Porzingis.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
For the lead. Inside. Tatum automatic.
This dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's gonna score inside if he gets that close.
Ball against Pippen. Outside for Robinson. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. Take a look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, the Celtics, they've accomplished much of what they set out to do. Looking strong, they are right in the thick of it in terms of the championship.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Here's the Beast. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's the only option.
Both free throws good from the Beast. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. It's a 3-point game. Howard, the pass to Robinson. Swiped it away. Here's the Beast. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. Outside Howard. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Howard's got the game tied up here for the Hornets. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Brown kicks to Tatum. Here's the Beast, covered by Smith. Here's the Beast. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. The Beast's got 5 points in the quarter. Hornets trail by 3. Smith the pass to Ball. Charlotte moving it around. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
That's on Jalen Brown. For Charlotte, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Smith at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Jerome is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Tatum driving. Good. Tatum's got 6 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Hornets trail by 3. Smith outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Passes to the Beast. It's Brown on the wing. Here's the Beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
Number 67.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Smith outside. Sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
They get it again. Wembanyama, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's the Beast. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. The Beast's got 10 points here in the second half. Hornets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Jerome passes to Robinson. Tatum against Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brown the pass to the Beast. And that one good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Josh Hart comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Pippen. Hornets trail by 4. Simpson the pass to Jerome. Here's Simpson. He has 6. Bridges, no one around him. The offensive rebound. Jackson misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Pritchard. 7 points in the game. Here's Brown. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but like the defense was waiting on him that time.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Celtics making a switch here. Carter's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the
1:46 left in the third quarter.
Carter.
Brown dishes to Williams. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Williams. And Hart has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. .125 left here in the third quarter. Hart, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 4. The pass to Jackson. Now, here's Bridges to the wing right side. Here's Jerome. Hasn't made one yet. Good on the shot.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Carter. For 3. Drills the three-pointer. Carter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Kept alive. Here's Jackson. Makes it off the glass.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Carter looking around. Here's Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Bridges with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Bridges inside. Carter on him. Scooped up. Brown the pass to Carter. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's an 8-point Boston lead.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Boston leading by 8. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Pippen is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Brown inside the line. And again, it's Boston converting.
They've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
Here's Smith. It's hauled in by Brown. Passes it to Howard. Clock at 6. Some solid defense from Hart. Stolen by Jackson. Now Howard. He's checked in for Brown. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Ball kicks to Smith. Here's Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jason Tatum. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
No, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Ball kicks to Howard. The kick out to Ball. Back to Howard. Shot clock at 6. Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
At the line for the Hornets.
And he sinks the second. Celtics leading by 9. Pippen, the pass to the Beast. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul.
That's good from the Beast.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Ball against Pippen. Ball kicks to Howard. Smith the pass to Jackson. Pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. There's Ball with the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
The corner is not a problem for Ball. He's confident he can make that.
Jackson against Tatum. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Hornets trail by 8. Left side, Ball. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Here's the Beast. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Charlotte, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. The kick out to Ball.
In a struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. Field goal percentage starting to tail off in a big way.
Pippen outside. Tatum against Jackson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. That 3 off the mark. Hornets trail by 8. And the pass to Smith. Back to Howard. Outside Robinson. Ball with a wide open look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
So often LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, the Beast.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. And here's... Tatum, he'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, the defender all over.
That free throw good from the Beast. Jaylen Brown check in for Boston.
Line for 2 shots.
Both free throws good from the Beast. And the Hornets with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Pippen. No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Pass to the Beast. Outside, Porzingis. It's stolen by Smith. To the inside. Robinson kicks to Ball. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
He's a willing passer. Porzingis won't force his own thing very often.
Hornets trail by 10. Shoots from the right block. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
second personal foul.
First free throw is good. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. This makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
Nice shot by Smith.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Passes it to the Beast. Outside Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Ball no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
The kick out to Tatum. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
Well, guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of the success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first two games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Beast.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Back to Carter. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed. I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bucket is good. And that's now 37 points for the Beast.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Ball with the bucket.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Carter, the pass to the Beast. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. The Beast's got 40 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was
All right, so here is my success on how I was successful in Proving Grounds. I was ranked number 22 to 25 in the world, and I was using this build to use to compete in the Proving Grounds in 1v1. Now, this build is a lockdown build. It's a two-way perimeter shot creator. You have a height of 6'4" and wingspan of 6'11". Now, I love this build just because it can have.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy, and the starting group for the Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in at the two-guard position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Dennis Schroeder. Also Murray out there. Nikola Jokic is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Thomas in at the four-man position. All right, Grant, coming down to the final few games now. This playoff push sure will be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to it, B.A. The teams trying to make the playoffs will be going all out. And that kind of intensity in these games will be fun to watch.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Wiggins against Brown. The kick to Tatum. Brown looking around. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
Schroeder passes to Jokic. Here's Murray.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
First team foul.
Here's Wiggins. Outside Murray. Shot clock at 6. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, we all know Murray is a shooter, but look out. He can finish, too.
About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Tatum. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
The Nuggets on offense. It's a three-point game. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Pass to Tatum. Over Thomas. And it's Tatum missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Murray for 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
Yeah, that's Murray unleashing that smooth outside jumper.
Brown against Wiggins. Brown gets the bucket. Brown's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Thomas. And Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Lets it fly. The rebound by Wiggins. Denver's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Schroeder. They kick it out to Murray. And it's off from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Beast passes to Pritchard.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Boston shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Celtics.
Cold shot's good from the stripe.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Thomas outside. Pass to Murray. Out to Schroeder. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And Boston calls time here. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Holmes is checked in. Wembanyama's checked in for Boston. Outside Tatum. Pass to the Beast. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Murray passes to Holmes. Now here's Murray. He's got 10. Oh, it's stolen. Pass to the Beast. Lays it up and banks it in. The Beast has gotten his second bucket of the game.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Thomas against Wembanyama. Here's Schroeder. And that one's long. Celtics lead by 3. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Murray. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Murray doesn't fear anyone. Side, he just goes right at the defense.
A different look for Denver. Tyson comes in for Wiggins, and it's man in for Schroeder. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. 1:50 left in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by man. Holmes against Williams. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Thomas, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Murray against Holiday. And here's Holmes. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Holiday against Murray. Hart passes to Holiday. Now here's Wembanyama. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Murray passes to Thomas. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Hart. Wembanyama against Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray from outside. And again, it's Denver missing. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Hart. Excellent D there from Holmes.
suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the pass to Holmes. Back to man. From downtown. Connects from downtown.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Pippen. Here's Wembanyama. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And, you know, from what we are seeing here on the monitor, it looks like he was late getting it off.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game.
15. The Celtics. 17.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Trey Mann out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Holmes in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And every season, Dinwiddie just seems to get better, wanting to take on more and more responsibility. You have to appreciate his work ethic.
Oh, deflected. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. And that one's good, man.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And here's Carter. To the inside. And that one drops for him. The Beast has got 6 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Takes it inside. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Man with it. Carter's there. Dinwiddie, no good. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. 3-point lead, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
A different look for Denver. Wiggins, he's checked in for Tyson. And it's Schroeder in for Mann. Now a timeout called by Boston. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Here's Carter. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Nuggets ball.
A moment here to see the numbers for Jamal Murray. And Boston with some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Hart. And Pritchard is subbed in for Carter. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Hornets just played phenomenal. He contributed 40 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Schroeder's got his first points of the game. Celtics lead by 3. Now Tatum. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte. Here's Porzingis. And he cranks it down. He goes right over Nikola Jokic.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis for 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Nuggets trail by 5. Schroeder with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Porzingis against Jokic. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
7'2", 240 pounds. Porzingis is a nightmare matchup for defenders.
Thomas, he's checked in for Denver. Wiggins passes to Schroeder. Thomas outside. Back to Schroeder. 13 feet out. Thomas. It's good on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Here's Brown. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
Dinwiddie outside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Down low. Here's Thomas. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
What a job Wiggins has done with his passing skills. Significantly improved over the years.
And the Celtics call time here.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Murray's checked in for Denver. Mann comes in for Schroeder. It's Brown on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Pippen. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Holiday's checked in for Pritchard. Nuggets trail by 3. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Thomas misses.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Okay, Drew Holiday. We see you still have some great handles.
Pass to Holmes. Back to Murray. And stolen by Holiday. Out to the right wing. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Mann. Great D that time from Mann. On the wing, Murray. Back to Mann. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Holiday. Outside Williams. Puts it up from 12. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got 4 rebounds now. Outside man. Pass to Murray. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Here's Pippen. And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Murray. Over Holiday. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Boston out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's the Beast in at the 2 spot. Inside. Porzingis punishing inside.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Now here's Schroeder. Thomas up top to the paint. Here's Murray. They get the rebound. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
That's tipped. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Schroeder passes to Murray. Outside Schroeder. Here's Jokic. Inside. Jokic drops it in.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
Brown passes to the Beast. Back to Brown. Here's the Beast. No good from outside. Nuggets trail by 4. Wiggins looking around. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Jokic. It's blocked. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Ahead. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Here's the Beast. Covered by Schroeder. Pass to the Beast. 6 to shoot. He buries it from 3. The Beast's got 11.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, exceptional focus from Murray offensively tonight.
Boston calls timeout.
Gentlemen, I have a question for you. Who wants a t-shirt?
The Nuggets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jaylen Brown.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Jacks up a 3. Pritchard gets it to go. He has 7.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Schroeder finds Thomas. Tatum with some nice D.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Tyson, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Wembanyama's checked in for Boston. Josh Hart comes in for Brown. Shot's good by Schroeder.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Tatum inside. Thomas defends. And it's Tatum missing. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Pass to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Pritchard. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Dinwiddie. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
A different look for Denver. Holmes comes in for Jokic, and it's man in for Schroeder. Here's Pippen. That one's good for 2. Pippen's got his first bucket in this one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Thomas. Back to man. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Tyson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Here's Wembanyama.
2 minutes.
And they converted last on attempt number 3. Wembanyama's got 6.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Left side man. 3-pointer Holmes. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Pippen. It's hard on the wing. Now Wembanyama. Stolen by Holmes. A minute 22 left in the third quarter of the game. For 3, Dinwiddie. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Drew Holiday's checked in for Wembanyama. And the Nuggets call time here.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Give it up one more time for your Nuggets Vinny Dance team.
Here's Tyson. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. 5 on the clock. Here's man. Pass to Thomas. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Thomas has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Boston leading by 5. Outside Carter. Hart finds Carter. 4-3. And it's Tyson with a rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And it's good for 2. And now just a 3-point Boston lead.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Here's Pippen. He's guarded by man. Pippen, pass to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. There's the drive. Shots blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
Schroeder, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Celtics making a change here. Just 2 to shoot. They've got Dennis Schroeder. Also Jamal Murray out there. And Drew Wiggins is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Thomas in at the 4. He swipes the ball away again.
With every steal, he continues his march towards the record books.
Looking at his season totals, he's got a good view of 3rd most steals in a year. What a defensive season for him.
With full personals now, he'll have to be extremely careful the rest of the way.
First team foul.
About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Schroeder passes to Thomas. Outside Schroeder. to the middle. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist from Schroeder.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Pritchard, no good.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Murray passes to Schroeder. Wiggins outside from the arc. And Pritchard pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Brown passes to the Beast. For three. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Thomas up top. Back to Schroeder. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Thomas against Tatum. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
Outside Schroeder. Count the basket. Now just a 5-point Boston lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Pippen. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
Now here's Schroeder. Tightly guarded. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Schroeder. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Boston leading by 5. Outside, Brown. No good with the triple.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
Here's Pippen. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. For three, Porzingis. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got rebound number 8 now. Wiggins outside. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Wiggins. Clock at 6. And here's Jokic to tie it up. Boston with a rebound. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Brown. On the break, Jaylen Brown.
Well, Brown sees himself as a leader on this team, and he can come up with big points when they need him to.
Pass to Jokic. Outside Murray. Back to Jokic. Throw it down, Nikola.
Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
Brown against Wiggins. Brown can't hit. Nuggets trail by 3. And here's Schroeder. Pass to Wiggins. And there's a 3-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Man. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
The end of the game.
Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Ready to stand apart from the competition? Today, we take a look at your shoes and how to make your own shoe in the Shoe Creator.
From the main menu, navigate to Features and open Shoe Creator, and start with selecting your brand and cut.
Let your imagination run wild from here. Dream up the perfect pattern and color combination and save your shoe.
A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer, here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Washington. Santi Aldama is out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Jeffries in at the point guard position. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the point. It's the final game of the regular season, Greg. It's time to look ahead for most teams.
And for some, that's looking towards the playoffs, right? Others, it's looking to the offseason, but don't look too far down the road just yet. We've got a game to play.
Aldama gets the bucket.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Pass to the Beast. There's the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Thomas up top. His last outing with 20 points. No good from 11 feet. Now here's Brown. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And that one drops.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
Here is Jeffries. His last outing, 16 points for him. The pass to Aldama. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. Knocked loose and taken away by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Brown throws it down.
That's the two-way play of Jaylen Brown. Elite defensively, create the turnover, and then no one catches him in transition.
You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Passes it to Washington. Pass to Thomas. Can they get it? And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's the Beast, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Outside Thomas. Here's Jeffries. Rebounded by the Celtics. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pritchard passes to the Beast. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here is Jeffries. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Nets shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's the Beast. A rebound by Washington. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Aldama. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pulls it up. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Boston now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's the Beast. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's the Beast. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's the Beast. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The tray. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Nets trail by 8. Here is Jeffries. Aldama inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Celtics Youth Dance Team.
He's checked in for Porzingis. Kenrich Williams comes in for Tatum. Hart, he's checked in for Brown. And Pippen subbed in for Pritchard. Here's the Beast. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Bounce pass from Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Hart. Boston again missing. Nets trail by 6. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. Shoots the 3, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And he makes the first. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Celtics. good on the second free throw. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Celtics leading by 4. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game here.
What's up?
On the free throw, no good. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Outside Williams. Back to Hart. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Forte, the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Forte. Defended by Pippen. And that one's good. Forte.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Nets trail by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Rupert. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Forte missing. It's Hart on the wing. Now the pass to Wembanyama. Second shot opportunity. And the basket good. A nice shot that time. And the Celtics lead by 6. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. They'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So for Brooklyn now, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Forte is out there with Thomas. And it's Rupert in at the 3 slot. And eventually every... GA has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes it's a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Wembanyama. And it's Carter in for Pippen. Both free throws good from the Beast.
This is about the last. last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Passes it to Claxton. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Rebound, Boston.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Nuggets put on a show. He scored 14 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
Thanks, David. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control, but then again, tonight could turn out to be a different story.
I think he's got to find the appropriate balance between not forcing it and not settling.
Pass to Rupert. It's Thomas on the wing. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change. Jeffries has checked in. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Washington. It's hauled in by Brown.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Jeffries. It's tipped. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jason Tatum.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Nets. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. From deep, Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Celtics leading by 10. The Beast passes to Brown. Five on the clock. And there's the pass to the Beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play. The Beast's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Jeffries, the pass to Aldama. Now, here's Washington. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme, or is it a problem with matchups?
Pritchard, he's checked in for Javon Carter. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Here's Thomas. Scoreless thus far. Count it.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Celtics leading by 12. Passes to Brown. Unloads from 13. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Nets trail by 14. Here is Jeffries. He has 5. 2 points. That one goes. Jeffries got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Pritchard passes to the Beast. Nails the baby hook. And that's 18 points for the Beast.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
6 to shoot. Launches a 3. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Here's Brown. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And another steal for him.
All year long, that's been his thing, just pouncing on any chance to grab a steal.
Well, GA, with that swipe, he's now tied for 3rd for most steals in a single season.
Well, to tally this many steals in a year is incredible. Tied now with Michael Ray Richardson, 3rd most steals in a season.
And it's Washington missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's the Beast. He's guarded by Thomas. The Beast. It's hauled in by Thomas. Nets trail by 14. Pass to Jeffries. 1:05 left to play in the first half. Inside. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
Here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes, repeatedly got to the free throw.
And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's the Beast, and there's Porzingis, and it's Pritchard in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Jeffries kicks to Thomas. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're led by as many as 14 points. Brown inside the line, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Brown's got 14 points for the game.
How easy does that pull-up jumper look by Jaylen Brown? So tough.
Pass to Thomas. Here is Jeffries. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal
the
foul.
officials are all over that.
Team
For
foul.
Brooklyn, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul
Shooting
line.
for Brooklyn, Jeffries taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Now Tatum, still yet to score. Down low, here's Pritchard, and he gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Thomas, kicks to Jeffries. Baseline jumper, it's good. He's got 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Thomas. Rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's the Beast, defended by Aldama. Back to Brown, 4 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from the Beast. The Beast's got 21.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Jeffries, the pass to Washington. Here's the pass to Jeffries from outside the arc. Here's Hartenstein. Nice D from Porzingis.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Timeout called, the Nets. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. Taking a look at Boston. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Brooklyn. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And seeing where the Nets are, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Here's the Beast. Thomas covering. They get a hand on it. Here's the Beast. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for 1 more at the line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Forte in for Cameron Thomas. Here is Jeffries. 10 points for him. From 8. That one a little long.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Here's the break. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Aldama with the ball. 5 points in the game. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And some changes here for the Celtics. And Benyama comes in for Porzingis. And it's Carter in for the Beast. And a change for the Nets. Rupert's checked in. Celtics on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Yeah, easy call.
The Nets have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
At the line for the Nets, Jeffries, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Celtics making a change here. Hart's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Boston leading by 13. Carter outside. It's Hart on the wing. It's Hart on the wing. Passes it to Wembanyama. A shot, no good. Good defense by Claxton. Nets trail by 13. Here is Jeffries. 12 points for him. To the middle. And it's Rupert missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
This is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Pippen's checked in for Boston. Here's Forte. He's got 5. Inside, here's Jeffries. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
The assist.
Jeffries got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Pippen, the pass to Hart. 1:46 left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. That's short off the rim. Nets trail by 13. And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end.
Here is Jeffries, defended by Pippen. Here's Forte, and the Nets another 3.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now, here's Hart. D right on him. Yep, that one goes in there. Hart's got 6.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Rupert. And he drives in. Claxton. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his... Going with almost an entire new group. Porzingis is checked in for Wembanyama. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. The Beast, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Pritchard in for Pippen. Setting the floor for the Nets. Forte is out there with Cam Thomas. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 down low. The Beast can't hit. Nets trail by 12. To the right wing. And the officials call For a 3-second violation.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Brown against Washington.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Nets trail by 14. It's Thomas outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's the Beast. He's guarded by Thomas. To the left wing. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Thomas. Again, Thomas missing.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled, and really probably why they're trailing.
Here's the Beast. Rebound, Brooklyn. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Here's Forte. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Now a timeout called by Boston. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
For the Beast.
Entertainment.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Pritchard. On the wing. Changes for Boston. Tatum, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's the Beast in for Drew Holiday. And the Nets making a change here. Here's the Beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, this is where you see Jaylen Brown has evolved as a playmaker for his teammates. That's a pretty pass.
Pass to Rupert. Lays it up and banks it in.
Works that one inside nicely.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Boston leading by 13. Here's Pritchard. The pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Pritchard. Here's the Beast. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Rupert. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Drains the three-pointer.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
The Celtics shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Celtics.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And counting tonight's game, he swipes the ball away again.
And he creeps towards greatness with every steal he makes.
He has climbed his way up to the third highest steal numbers ever in an NBA season. Amazing. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Forte.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Forte. No good from outside. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's the Beast. Offline with his three. Poked away. And here is Johnson. From deep three-point land. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Greg Anthony Dorothy.